Life we rock to the day I die. Spaz off, I see him on sight. I'm a go-getter, ain't never back down from no nigga. GSO, let my bro hit her. Ain't never know me see the full picture. If he say he won't smoke, we can put it in the switch. I'm going to war about my niggas. I'm going to war about my.
Hey, say, it's your boy Almighty AJ. What's good, YouTube? And man, I know I've been gone for a little minute once again, but I'm back again. But anyways, we finna go ahead, cut the bush, cut the crap, you know what I'm saying? We finna go ahead and get into the story time. This is story time about the time my cousin snitched on me. My cuz, I know you gonna watch this, so don't be mad at me, but you did snitch on me. And you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we finna go ahead and get into it. Alright, so boom. This happened when I was younger. I was like probably around 8, 9 years old. I'm over my cousin's house, which is their house on the west side, right? We all over there chilling. It was just this one summer day, bro. One summer day, we decided to go to the store. Like we was all playing outside and whatever. And then we got hungry and stuff. We got hungry and thirsty. So we was like, oh, let's go to the corner store. Let's go to the corner store. So boom. We had one up there earlier that day. We had one up there, and then as soon as we walked in, it was hella people in there. They was throwing this little ball or whatever that the store had sold. They was throwing it around. But then as soon as we walked in or whatever, they had lost it. And I picked it up. And I put it in my pocket, because, you know, I was being slow. Because they was steady trying to look for it or whatever. Because they was like, oh, where the ball go? Where the ball go? Me and my cousin, we seen it. So we, you know, hurry up finesse. I had on these big ass cargo shorts when I was younger. I ain't gonna fake, my swag was booty, bro. But anyways, I had on these little cargo shorts when I was younger. I slipped the ball right in my pocket, boom. And then we still walked the store with this big old bulge in my shorts pocket. I think I had ended up going outside before everybody, but they had ended up getting my stuff or whatever. I waited outside for them so I wasn't getting caught. And then boom, we got back to my cousin's crib. We started playing with the ball, you know, we kids having fun. Boom, we started playing with the ball, we outside, we bored, we ain't got nothing to do. You know, this before the technology and all this, so, you know what I'm saying? We outside bored, just playing with the ball. And then we end up, my cousin, my biggest cousin, he ended up 1-1 too. So, we fast forward, we ended up chilling in the house later on, and then we wanted to go get some more chips or whatever. So, it was me, my cousin, my big cousin, and the cousin that snitched on me. So we all decided to walk to the store. We walking. Anyways, we walking, man. We walking to the store. We get there. Everything cool, everything chill. But before we went there, my cousin sent me on a mission. He was like, I want one of the little balls we was playing with. So we ended up going to the store. We went to the store. I tried to play it off. I picked it up. As soon as I got there, we looked around or whatever. We looked around. And then I didn't know where the balls was at, so I was just kind of looking around for where that was at or whatever. And then they ended up telling me because they seen it before me. So my cousin ended up telling me. But my other cousin, she ain't know where, while we was going to go to the store. She thought we were just going to go get snacks and stuff. But that wasn't the only mission. So then, boom. We get there, they show me where the ball is at. I play it off. I pick one up, ask one of the dudes, like, hey, how much I charge for these or whatever, right? He told me like $13. I'm like, shit. So I act like I had picked up 2 of them. I act like I had threw one of them down. Like I threw one of them down. I threw it off to the side. I cuffed this one in my hand, right? And then I hurry up and slid it in my pocket. Then I ended up still shopping through the store, act like I was trying to buy me some candy or whatever. And so I ducked off real quick. It's like this little stand, candy stand in front of the counter. So I ducked off right there real quick, acting like I'm trying to get me some now laters. And then here come my cousin, man. I don't know what she was thinking, but what she say? She turned around, she seen me there in my pocket. I'm trying to play it off like I'm there for change or whatever, trying to count my change. But I'm looking at the price, I'm trying to see how much it is or whatever, just trying to play it off. But the whole time I'm trying to stuff the ball down in my pocket. She come over there and start talking about, oh, what you stealing? I'm like, dude, what? Shut up. Like, I'm trying to play it off. You know how the kids do, they're like, shut up. So I'm trying to play it off. I'm like, dude, shut up. I'm trying to get this candy. I'm trying to get the candy. I'm like, nothing or whatever, right? So then, boom. As soon as she said that, The dude behind the counter, he looked at me. His eyes was like a eagle or something. I don't even know how to explain it, but he looked at me, gave me the death stare. And then he beamed me down, you know, scanned my little pair bill or whatever. Then after that, he ended up, like, it was two dudes behind the counter. He ended up talking to the other dude. Then they started pointing at me. They like, he whispering like, I don't know what he's saying though. So I'm starting to sweat. I'm getting a little nervous or whatever, cause they ain't say nothing to me right away. They kind of, you know, played it off, watched me from a distance, cause what my cousin said. So then they ended up calling me up there. They like, hey you. I'm like, what's up? They like, you, come here. And then I'm like, what's up? I played it off. As soon as I walked up, I'm like, hey, how much y'all charging for these? Trying to play it off. He like, no. What you got in your pocket? I'm like, huh? He like, what you got in your pocket? I'm like, nothing, bro. What you talking about? He like, no. I see you put something in your pocket. What's that in your pocket? Cause the ball, it was like this big. I ain't gonna fake it. I'm a little dude. I was little when I was younger or whatever. So I had on these big old cargo shorts. Yeah, they was big, but the ball still sticking out, like poking out my pocket. So they noticed what I had in my pocket or whatever. So they was like, go ahead, get that out for me. So I was so embarrassed, man. I was so scared. I ain't gonna fake it to you. I ended up taking like 10 minutes just to get that thing up on my pocket. It was like 3 different people that walked into the store, and they knew what was going on, and I felt so embarrassed, but I ain't gonna even fake it to you. But I ended up taking it out of my pocket. And then he ended up throwing it back. He was like, you get out my store and don't ever come back or whatever, I'm gonna call the police. So he kicked me out the store. I had to get my cousin and buy my stuff. Then boom, I ended up going back to their house. We ain't say nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing about it. And then somehow, like, I think I was just like being paranoid or whatever. I'm thinking everybody know about it. But somehow, like I said, we ain't say nothing when we went back to the crib. But somehow my auntie ended up finding out. She pulled me to the side, questioned me. She was like, so what happened? I'm like, what you mean? She was like, you stole from the store? I'm like, yeah, because I didn't want to lie to her. So I ended up telling like, yeah, or whatever. And then, excuse me. And then she was like, all right, cool, just don't do it no more. And then I thought she was going to tell my mama, but she didn't. And thank God she didn't, because I was going to get the worst ass whipping of my life if she would have told my mama, man. But anyways, moral of the story is, don't snitch on your peoples, man. And even if you get caught doing something, just think smart about it. But yeah, man, I know I've been gone for a minute. Like I said, I'm back. Finna be consistent this time, for real. Like, no bullshit. I'll make that promise to myself. So I gotta do it for y'all, too. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, because they go a long way. And if y'all mess with me, go ahead and watch some more videos.
And it's safe to say that I've been that young nigga for a while. I ain't come to play. All my niggas trip, they running wild. That bro shit can't relate, best stay in your place, that ain't my style.